of the September 24th, 2025 Economic Development Sales Tax.
Recording in progress.
Economic Development Sales Tax Board in Brentwood. So the first thing we're going to do is the call to order. Octavia?
Jeannie McDonald. Paul Hempel.
Here.
Brian Flynn.
Here.
Ruth Sorrell. Here. And then we have Stuart Clark.
Here. Okay, thank you, Octavia. Now, the agenda approval. Does anyone have any thoughts on the agenda or changes to be made to the agenda that's there? If not, then I guess we're going to approve that by acclamation. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
So we'll approve that. Do I get to bang that again? And then, okay, so the consent agenda, which means these are several things that we can approve all at once. So, which is the approval of the minutes from last year, as well as a background, the finance recommendations from the board. As you look at the consent agenda, if there's no changes to that, we can approve that by acclamation as well and move on to the to what we have to do today. So are there any changes to the consent agenda or discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay. Motion carries. Okay, on to the election of officers. Certainly, I'm more than willing to serve as chair again, and Ginny, if you'd like to be the vice chair, if that's okay with you, Ruth, if you want to, okay. So if we're okay with the current setup of the Economic Development Sales Tax Board, we can move ahead with that too and approve that election of the board members for 2025 by acclamation.
If I may interject, the only change to that would be the election of the secretary of the board, because Kelly Sylvie no longer works for the city, and the new person in that position is Octavia Pittman. I would recommend to the Economic Development Sales Tax Board that Octavia be nominated to take that position.
Okay, thank you. And welcome, Octavia. You were in Brentwood before, and now you've come back. All right, so including Octavia as the secretary, as the new secretary for the Economic Development Sales Tax Board. So all in favor of the new slate of officers for next year, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Okay, so we can kind of buzz down. So I believe that gets us down to the report itself. And I'm going to talk about what happened in 2024. There's the, the Economic Development Sales Tax Board oversees, in a sense, looks over what was collected for the certificates of participation that were issued, I believe, in 2019. The other half of the payment for Brentwood bound when we borrowed some $40 million. And we are making a debt service payment per year of about $3.5 million per year. And we've been collecting about 3.8. So I'm going to turn it over to the staff of Brentwood to kind of go through that report and how things are going.
Yes.
Whitney, step right up.
During the calendar year of 2024, the board received approximately $3,833,880 in the economic development sales tax revenues and had approximately $3,575,630 for the 2019 certificate of participation debt service payment for Brentwood Bound, the Deer Creek Flood Mitigation Project, and $2,823,921 for the purchase of 288 Hanley Industrial Court property for the new Public Works and Parks garage were the expenditures. The total for 2024 expenditures was $6,399,551. So. there's any more information, our finance director is here to answer any questions on that.
Okay, so thank you very much. So in a sense, it was in 2024, we had been collecting extra money on that, and we'd accumulated extra money, of which 2,823,000 was spent on purchasing the building for the Public Works Department.
Correct.
We've been collecting more money than was projected, I believe, from the beginning.
Right.
That's why we have a sizable fund balance in that fund, which allow the city then to use some of those funds for the purchase of the 288 Court building.
This would allow for the relocation of the existing public works that is in the Manchester corridor, and allow for future redevelopment of that site. So it was in furtherance of the Manchester corridor redevelopment and Brentwood bound project that was done for.
So are we anticipating, what sort of fund balance would be anticipating at the end of this year? Any concept on that? Any?
Or to Michelle Depew.
Hi, Michelle, how are you?
I'm well, and you?
Good.
Michelle Depew, Director of Finance. The 2025 budget, which I don't have in front of me, estimates it to grow at a rate of between 170,000 to 200,000, depending on revenues over expenditures.
Right, so a couple $100,000 might be left in there, and that,
It
is
would
that
be
going to?
added to the fund balance that you currently have. So the revenues over expenditures, it's balanced and it's in the positive. So
Right.
it is designed to remain in the positive.
Designed to take in enough to pay the debt service and leave a little bit more left over depending on, so long as we take in that amount. So there'll probably be at the end of the year, maybe $300,000 or $400,000 in there.
No, I think it's 2.6 million right now. I quickly pulled it up.
Well, I mean, because we're collecting all year, correct?
No, that you had your fund balance, which is the basic savings associated with that. Those are the dollars that you had collected all along.
Right.
Revenues over expenditures.
Right.
Before last year, you had 5 million basically in savings. We
Right.
took 2.8 of it out and
Okay.
paid for the building. So you still have about 2.5 million basically in fund balance, which is savings for that. We'll continue to build on that until other decisions are made.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
Correct? Does everybody
Yeah.
sort of understand that mechanic? And that's listed on page 28 from the audit. You can see where it says fund balance at the end of that. You either add to it and it continues to grow, or you take away from it. The goal is to add to it until you find better uses or some other conversation for those monies.
And that's the Board of Aldermen find a better use for it.
They will give, it's my understanding that they give the direction and then I inform this board, is my understanding of how
And
that
we get
works.
So we actually have, we'll have over $2 million in there.
There is currently over $2 million in there, based upon the 24 audit, correct?
So we can ask any questions we want about economic development. Anybody have any questions about economic development in the city of Brentwood? Thank you very much.
I had a question for Bola. This is Paul Hample. Bola, do you know what the status is of the lawsuit that was seeking to block TIF?
No, we are waiting for the judges, well, I guess that's yes. We are waiting for the judge's ruling on that, and we expect possibly the end of this month or early October for the outcome of that. So we're waiting for the judge's rule on that. Does that answer your question, Paul?
Yes, thank you.
I think we also are happy to share that, we talk about redevelopment, and Whitney can talk a little bit more about this, that there is movement in the Manchester Road corridor on the redevelopment. So why don't we update them with a decision that the Board of Aldermen just made last week?
So the Board of Aldermen approved a sales tax abatement for the building, it's sales tax exemption for construction material for the building of a new kinder care. Kinder care child daycare facility is proposed within the corridor. They submitted to go to the Planning and Zoning Commission at the October 8th meeting for site development plan and conditional use permit approval. And then that would proceed to the Board of Aldermen for specific ordinance approval for the conditional use permit. But the board did approve the use of a sales tax abatement for the purchase of construction materials that would largely have no impact on the city in that most of the construction materials would be bought outside of the city of Brentwood. And so we're looking forward to getting into that review.
No impact at all also on the school district. Zero impact on the school district.
Exactly where would that be situated?
It's at the corner of Porter and Manchester, the north corner, 8109 through 8111 Manchester Road.
So will they be building a building?
Yes, it's a new building,
One story,
one story.
12,000 square foot building.
Yeah.
12,000 square foot building.
Anticipate number of children would be 140 children. So it's a new building.
This is Ryan. Just curious, is it just pre-K or is it kindergarten as well? What does the student population entail?
Oh, I haven't asked that question yet, but that may certainly come up as part of the planning and zoning. But my understanding is just pre-K. I don't know about kindergarten yet.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't think most kindergartners have kindergarten. I mean, we can ask that question and send a
I think-
response to you.
Yeah, I think KinderCare, I think they actually go through all of grade school. It just depends upon the type of KinderCare you're talking about. So
We'll ask the question and send it to you.
great. Thank you so much.
Bo, I guess my question is, so if we get a favorable ruling by the judge and then the development project, let's say, suddenly comes back to life and gets moving in the Manchester quarter, does KinderCare then risk being there in terms of, because they're not, how are they not subject to a master developer coming in and wanting to put a hotel
This
there?
is they have been working with the developer, the preferred developer that was listed, and moving and choosing this site. So it is part of the long-term plan of that area.
And this is Paul again. Would that be on the east or west side of Porter?
Oh, west.
On the west side of Porter.
Northwest corner of Porter and Manchester Road.
So the property's primarily vacant. There is one building there. What is it? Is it a transmission, a transmission?
It's a
There-
transmission shop. I don't know the
There's
name.
one building there, but most of the parcel is green space. But the preferred developer, Joel Oliver with Halo, has been working with KinderCare, with Quattro, the construction company that will be building it, and the owners of that parcel. So they've been working in concert to bring that before the city. We expect maybe in the next several weeks, there might be additional activity that the city would be able to respond to in terms of other development that is coming up in the corridor. So there is more to come.
Good. So there's more economic development in the works.
Right.
With the people that Green Street, in a sense, assigned it to.
Right,
Right.
Halo.
Halo.
It is Halo. And I just looked at the KinderCare website. They do go from infant daycare to kindergarten, according to their website. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions about economic development? Jenny, any questions about economic development, Ruth? We need economic development. It's really, really important. because who knows what's going to happen from a retail standpoint in any city now. And we've been fortunate over the last 10 years. Those first TIFs we retired, I think, are they all the TIFs?
Tired.
I mean, paid for
Early.
schools, and even though it took away from schools for a while, it ended up being a positive thing, I think. And it was great. And now it's really come down to the bet we've made in this Manchester corridor. It's super important. So,
Yeah, and if there's a housing component to the development, you would think that a kinder care there would make that very attractive to young families as well.
Absolutely.
I have to agree, Paul. I mean, I really think housing down there is super important because there's a park. Now there's a child care. If we could just get the government to subsidize child care for working women, we'd be somewhere instead of where we are today. That's a political statement by me. I'm sorry. All right. Okay. Ceasefire. All right. Let's move on.
We do need a motion to approve the annual report and have the chairman sign the,
Yes.
sign
The
the.
letter that goes
yeah,
to the state.
report to the state, yeah.
We have a-
Paul Hample will make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a,
I have a second, but can you tell me your name? Jenny. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan Flynn.
Are you ready for the vote?
I am ready for a vote.
Okay. Paul Hample,
Aye.
Jenny McDonald. Aye. Ruth Sorrell. Aye. Ryan Flynn
Aye.
and Stuart Clark.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion carries. Thank you very much. I believe that might be all we have today. Citizens' comments. If we have any citizens here or online, you can make a comment.
I do not have any online.
Okay. Well, I'm going to thank the citizens that are here because I'll tell you what, this is really important to get this done and helping us with this. Economic development is going to become really, really important in the city of Brentwood. Citizens here, 8,500 of them, whatever, have invested $40 million to try to, and you know what's great about the park? The plantings down there. I mean, it's unbelievable. The way, it's like the botanical garden plantings. It's really that level of, and now, if you haven't seen, next to the bus garage, there's this green space, and they buried that pipe, and they planted a bunch of trees just like 2 days ago. There's like 25 trees down there. I mean,
Is there going to be some kind of a boardwalk feature in that I-State area?
Yes, ultimately.
oh, really? A
Yes.
boardwalk like they have down in Forest Park?
Yes.
Oh, that boardwalk in Forest Park. Have you seen that?
So you mean it would like extend?
Yes.
Investment by the 8,000 people that live in this city.
If you don't speak into the mic, you can't be heard.
This is a huge investment by the people that live in this city, and it's a huge payback, too. I mean, it's a lot of years of paying this back, so it's really important. But I want to thank everybody for coming out this afternoon and getting this job done. And with that,